I wanted to do a quick walkthrough and review and my bonus offer for youzign 2.0. So this is something you've probably seen in your email box. There's been a lot of buzz about it. And I decided to get on the webinar yesterday that they were doing to launch it and to have a look. Now, I remember youzign 1 came out and I was thinking of buying it at the launch price, which at the time was $27, and then I didn't, and then it went up to I think $197, and I did regret it. So when I heard youzign 2.0 was coming out, I decided let's take a look. So first of all, what is youzign 2.0? It is a graphic editing program that is all accessed via the web. So there's no downloads, there's no installing software. It works on a PC, it works on a Mac. So I'm currently on my Mac here having a look at it. The one thing I would say to you is it works better in Chrome on the Mac than it does on Safari. I've had a couple of problems with Safari. Now, the creators of this software, of course, claim fire your designer. You are the designer. You don't need a graphic designer once you have this software. I would say yes and no. The fact is, if you're not good at graphic design, if you're not a visual person, um, you're not going to produce amazing designs with this. Not because of the software, but more because of your lack of creativity. And I say that with my hand on my heart because I am exactly the same. I have very little creativity. But this is where youzign 2.0 can actually help you. Now, the first thing that they have is, for example, if I go into new design here, it's going to give me some options as to what do I want to design. Okay. Now, one of the things I like about it here is that they give you the right sizes for the right property that you want to design for. So, for example, if you want to do web properties, YouTube channel, it gives you the right size. There's no guessing. Google headers. If I go into Pinterest, it tells me a board cover or pins. So it gives me exactly the size that I'm looking for, which is really, really handy. That's the first thing. There's no messing around and saying, well, how many pixels do I have to do for the Kindle cover? Or how many pixels is it for example, even for print work, for a flyer, an A6 flyer, an A5 flyer, etc. Um, so this is what I like. But what I really like here is that they have templates. So what a template does is if I go in here, um, they say it comes with 200 templates. At the moment, I just have to query that because at the moment I just have 100 visible, which is still plenty. But let's say I want to create a gift certificate. I can click on View. Okay, shows me the gift certificate. I can click on Edit. And what it should now do is it'll go into editing mode here. And then I can make the appropriate changes. So everything is put out here. And this gives me an idea. So I'm just going to call this test. Okay, a nice name here. Now, here what I have is the different types of text that I can use. So I want to change this text. I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to click on delete here. And I'm going to say, I'm going to click on delete because they have it done fancy. I'm going to say put in a headline here. And I'm going to say 10% off life coaching. Now, I don't like that font, so I want something more handwritten. So I can just take that, okay? Or I say, no, I want it Christopher Hand. Okay, I put that in there. I don't really like this icon here, so I'm going to delete that. And here I have all the different types of buttons, okay, and icons. So I'm going to put in objects. Say no, I don't really like that. Web elements. I like that actually. I'm going to put that in there and get rid of that little circle. And let's say this is a special for the 25th. I put that in like that. Now, if I want to find a specific icon, I can go in here. Now, just read this because it tells you that although you have access to all these icons, you have to click on the I button before you download them because they could be copyrighted. So let me just type in Skype here. Okay, it shows me all the Skype icons here. And I'm going to use this one, I think. So I'm just going to press the info button. Now, it tells me that this icon has a basic license. So I think that's okay. I'm going to put that in here. And the good thing is I believe I don't have to pay for this. Okay, now I need to investigate a little bit more about the icons just before I actually say that that is actually true. Okay, but by the looks of it, they give us access to all of these icons here. Now I'm going to get rid of this icon because, to be honest, I don't like it. And I might just leave that because I want to do some online Skype coaching. Now, I could go into Stock Unlimited here, and I could say I want to find a picture of a life coach. Okay, so it's showing me more. It's not really showing me what I want, so let me try coaching here. And this is going off, and it's going off, and it's looking at all of the different websites. So let me just put this in, okay? It's not ideal here. Now, what I can do is I can layer this as well. So I can put this up here, and I could say here, bring to the front, send backward, or send to the back. Okay, see the way it's gone behind there? Or in front. Again, I don't want this, I'm going to get rid of it. Now, one that is quite good is Pixabay. Here we go. I'll put this girl in here. Let me just click on info here. Okay, so it's just one of these captchas. It's asking me to check this image. It says free for commercial use. Okay, so that's perfect. And it's always wise just to check and see whether you can use the image or not for commercial use or not. Okay. Now, I've just done something very quickly there. As I said, my issue is I am not a graphic designer. Sorry, I'm just having a cup of coffee there. Okay, so one of the things I can do filters here. So I can change everything into grayscale. Okay, I can make different colors here. Okay, so what I like about this is that you can mess around with templates. As I said, I don't think it's going to allow you to fire your graphic designer and suddenly you're going to become a graphic designer. If you already are a graphic designer or you're very good at graphic design, I think then you're going to be able to create awesome designs. But what I really use it for is just for doing quick edits of different softwares or of different banners. So let me show you an example here. Well, here's something that I just did last night. And I just took a stock image. I created some text, a link to my website, and I posted that on Facebook. So something like that in Photoshop, which I don't have, I couldn't afford to have Photoshop, will take quite a lot of time to do anyway for me. Whereas in this, that took me 5 minutes. Now, here's what I really like. This was a book template here. Okay, and I just decided I'd put this up just to advertise as well, to join my list. Okay, so this one was quite nice actually. Picture of a little Mac that I found from one of the Pixabay or the backgrounds here, and I superimposed a picture of myself on it. Very simple. Now, what I do like here is if I go to preview, okay, this shows me what this is going to look like. Okay, when I actually decide to save it. As you can see, I didn't really have to worry too much about the design because everything was there. Now, there was one thing that I wanted to show you, and it didn't work as awesome as I wanted it to work. So let me just go in here. Let me go select a template. I'm going to search the templates here, and I'm going to say ebook. And I think this is one that I want to use. So let's say I have this book here. Sample ebook. Let me just save that. Okay, To me, that's a pretty nice cover. Okay, to a lot of people maybe not, but I like it. But I want to get rid of that image, so I want to find a background here, and let me see what type of background there is. Actually, there's the background that I was using there. So let's just say this one here. I'm going to put that there. Now, remember that I have this at the front, so I'm just going to say center back, and my text comes up. Okay, now, the text there is in yellow. It doesn't look that good. But what I want to show you here is, and it's decided not to work again. Okay, so what I had yesterday, and as I say, I only bought this just in the last day or two, but what I had yesterday was there was an option here that you could actually see this in a 3D cover. So let me just go back here and see if I can do it on this one, because this to me was really something that I thought was really good. Now, okay, as I say, they're updating and changing the software, but what it allowed you to do was it allowed you to actually see this as a 3D image, so that you could actually create 3D book covers. Just give me one more second here, guys, and I'm just going to see whether I can find it again, because this to me was really cool. Now I'm certain that I did it on this one. Now you can see it's pretty fast to load up. Okay, and let me just go test one again and see. And if this doesn't load properly, then I'll talk to their support. No, okay, so they must be doing something there that it's not loading, because it was giving me the option to see these book covers in different 3D images. Okay, and it was really cool. It just looked like amazing. Of course, that doesn't look so good there. So you can do 3D covers. That I do know. Now, what you can then do is you can download this, or you can save it. Now, one of the things that you can do when you save here is you can create your folders. Okay, so I have a folder here, and I could create different designs within that folder, just to keep everything nice and neat. Okay, my untitled, my designs. So everything is stored here, and what I like is that it's all web-based. So if I do a design on my Mac, and then I go and I'm using somebody else's computer, I can just log in. So I really think, is this worth buying? I think so, yes. For the current price, as of today, the 9th of February, it's at $27. I think it is a steal at $27, because you get so many different templates that you can use, and you can use those as a starting point here. Now, there's lots of upsells. Okay, you can see the upgrades here. One of them is templates, so they give you 1,000 templates, which is also a pretty good upsell as well. Now, look at this one here. This is quite interesting. A JV sales funnel. So if you are launching a project, a product, you could actually just use that as your example of what the upsells are on the actual system. Okay, now on the rest of this page, you'll see the bonuses that I'm giving away as well, which will complement the whole package. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please let me know. This is Richard Butler of iClick University saying goodbye.